Imagine a world where grief finds an unexpected channel, a digital echo of a lost loved one. A world where every heartfelt message meant for someone gone, lands in the ears of a complete stranger, who becomes intertwined with your sorrow and your secrets. This is the poignant and often hilarious journey of Dancing on My Own, a story about loss, connection, and the surprising ways love finds us. Welcome back, cinematic explorers, to the channel that dives deep into the heart of every story. Today, we're unraveling the full story recap and ending explained for Dancing on My Own, a film that's touched so many hearts. Our story introduces Jill, a young woman struggling as a prep cook in a high-pressure San Francisco kitchen under the demanding chef Bastien. She's on a video call with her best friend and sister, Izzy, who humorously comments on Jill's pink eye. Izzy, despite her playful demeanor, is battling cystic fibrosis, making their conversations even more precious. Jill confides in Izzy about her culinary frustrations, dreaming of a promotion to baker, a dream that feels perpetually out of reach. She feels like an AI robot could do her job better, spending her days deasting kumquats instead of baking. Later, the news comes crashing down. Izzy is being listed for a lung transplant, a dire sign of her worsening condition. Jill, ever the optimist for Izzy, calls her a superhero and resists returning home immediately, wanting to stay focused on her career for both their sakes. Their bond is palpable, with Jill often reassuring Izzy how loved she is, cementing their bird connection. Tragedy strikes swiftly when Jill receives an urgent call from her mom, rushing her home. Izzy crashes suddenly, and despite all efforts, she doesn't make it, leaving Jill and her family devastated. At the funeral, Jill's mom delivers a heartbreaking eulogy, while Jill reminisces about their shared childhood, emphasizing their deep sisterly bond. In her grief, Jill begins leaving voicemails for Izzy, treating her old number as a confessional, sharing her daily struggles and undying love. Unbeknownst to Jill, her sister's old phone number has been reassigned to Wes, a commercial real estate agent in San Francisco. Wes, initially annoyed by the constant voicemails, starts listening to them, slowly becoming captivated by Jill's raw honesty and quirky humor. Jill meets Wes at a bar after breaking up with her emotionally unavailable boyfriend, Wes. The other Wes is oblivious and self-centered, showing no empathy for Jill's recent loss. Jill tries to assert her independence, stating she can do anything her mother can do, hinting at her desire to be a baker. Her current boyfriend, Britt, cannot bring himself to offer simple reassurances, highlighting Jill's need for emotional support. Jill realizes Britt has been using her and gaslighting her, leading to another painful breakup. Meanwhile, Wes is involved in ethically dubious real estate dealings, relying on a hacker named Fifi for insider information. Fifi, growing tired of Wes's demands, quits, leaving Wes to find other ways to gather information. Jill, determined to detox from men, finds herself at a coffee shop where she overhears a man, Tyler, being stood up. Tyler, recognizing her awkwardness, invites her to join him, hoping to save his fragile male ego. Jill quickly realizes Tyler is Tyler Reardon, the host of a popular dating podcast she despises. Their first interaction is cut short by Tyler's date showing up, but Tyler chases Jill down the street, asking for her number. Jill, sticking to her detox, declines, but Tyler gives her his number anyway, leaving an impression. Back in the kitchen, Jill faces sabotage from a rival prep cook, Kirby, who puts radioactive Chucky doll pubes in Chef Bastien's tart. This incident ironically opens up a baker position, fueling Jill's ambition. Jill and Tyler later meet, and she expresses her frustrations about her job and her dreams to him. She humorously introduces herself as the kumquat girl of Flanner, the leader of Tiny, Annoying Oranges. Tyler, impressed by her spirit, hints at taking her to England, a romantic gesture that makes Jill hopeful. However, Tyler abruptly kicks Jill out of his apartment after their intimate encounter, leaving her confused and hurt. In a moment of flustered confusion, Jill realizes she left her wallet at Tyler's, leading to an awkward retrieval. Jill's friends tell her, "You're being crazy, for obsessing over Tyler not texting her back, reinforcing her insecurities. Wes's cousins observe that he has no idea how gorgeous he is, but also that he knows exactly how gorgeous he is, highlighting his self-awareness and manipulative tendencies. Wes reveals to his cousins that he's been getting voicemails on my new work cell, meant for a dead sister. His cousins are horrified and urge him to tell Jill the truth, but Wes hesitates, growing attached to her stories. Jill, still reeling from Tyler, decides to confront him publicly at a live taping of his podcast, Love, Not Actually. She launches into a scathing speech, exposing Tyler as a bargain bin, Hugh Grant fuckboy with a podcast, for ghosting her. The voicemails reveal Jill's deepest desires and fantasies, including her Meg Ryan-esque dream of a meet-cute at her favorite deli bench. Wes, who has heard all these voicemails, deliberately sits next to Jill at her bench, enacting her fantasy. Jill, suspicious of his sudden appearance and knowing her fantasy, questions if he just had a stroke. They restart their introduction, with Jill declaring she's boy sober, but a connection is undeniable. Wes, using information from the voicemails, helps Jill write a wedding speech for her friends, inspiring her with the line, "You have made a believer out of me." They discuss their careers, with Wes hinting at a long game in real estate beyond his corporate job. Jill shares her mother's legendary cornbread chicken pot pie recipe, a dish she longs to recreate. They continue to spend time together, with Jill reminding Wes she's girl sober, jokingly establishing boundaries. Jill's quick thinking saves a ruined dough by grating frozen butter, showing her ingenuity in the kitchen. Jill endures Chef Bastien's hazing, with him literally poured them out into the trash can while maintaining eye contact, a kumquat carnage. Later, Jill, overwhelmed by stress, dramatically quits her new job as a bus tour guide, yelling, "I can't do this." Wes, witnessing her breakdown, steps in and charmingly takes over the tour, referencing Mrs. Doubtfire to entertain the passengers. He then introduces Jill to the tourists as one of San Francisco's most talented up-and-coming chefs, affirming her dream. Wes ends his impromptu tour with a dramatic declaration, "I left my heart in San Francisco," further endearing himself to Jill. That night, Wes prepares a romantic dinner for Jill, including blue crab and corn fritters, demonstrating his effort. Jill opens up to Wes about her sister Isabelle's death, confessing she feels a little bit dead inside since then. Wes surprises Jill with a chicken pot pie with cornbread crust, her mother's legendary dish, a profound gesture of understanding. As they share a tender moment, Jill's phone rings, and Wes blurts out, "I've been getting your voicemails." The truth crashes down, and Jill realizes Wes has heard every intimate, grieving message she left for Izzy. Wes tries to explain that he was gonna tell you, but Jill is overwhelmed by betrayal and the perfect circumstances of their meeting. She's furious, realizing he knew about her bench fantasy, Jose's, and her sister, exclaiming, "You knew everything." Jill feels this was too good to be true, confirming her deep-seated belief that she's not that lucky. She clarifies that her voicemails were not a plea for a man, but a desperate cry for her little sister back. Back at Flana, Jill is chosen to compete for the baker position by making a soufflé. She struggles to innovate, asking her imaginary brother for, "Help me, brother," to come up with a unique flavor. Jill channels Izzy's spirit, finding inspiration for a fruit of the god soufflé. During the competition, Jill witnesses Kirby sabotaging her, placing butter in the freezer. Chef Bastien tastes Jill's soufflé, recognizing its innovative spirit. However, he praises the precision and consistency of Kirby's raw soufflé instead, declaring Kirby the winner due to his adherence to strict rules. Jill, realizing the injustice, unleashes a furious, cathartic rant, exposing Kirby's sabotage and Bastien's hypocrisy. She calls Bastien a Temu Gordon Ramsay and reveals his true name is Gilbert, asserting her worth. She asks her fellow prep cooks, "Who's coming with me?" but no one follows her out. Defeated, Jill realizes that no one came with you, leaving her feeling lost and without a direction. She returns home, contemplating giving up her dreams and getting a job in accounting, convinced it's time to grow up. Her parents find her Izzy's college fund, encouraging Jill to give him hell and pursue her dreams, knowing Izzy would want her to. Inspired, Jill starts her own food truck, Booba all day, serving dessert nachos, but her initial soft opening is a disaster. Her first customer, a little girl, screams, "I hate you," after Jill's nachos catch fire, a comedic low point. Zella, her former co-worker, unexpectedly shows up, proclaiming, "I'm with you," offering support and help to move the food truck to a better location. The food truck becomes a success, with Jill and Zella working together, proving Jill can achieve her dreams. Wes, still tormented by Jill's voicemails, visits his family for the holidays, but they notice his unusual preoccupation. His cousin mentions Jill's food truck, which Wes already knows from social media, confirming he's still following her life. Wes learns Jill posted about losing all of her voicemails from Isabelle, devastating him. He desperately enlists Fifi's help to retrieve the encrypted voicemails, a task Fifi warns could land them on a watch list. Fifi advises Wes to simply call her and leave a voicemail instead of hacking. Wes leaves Jill a heartfelt voicemail, telling her he got a new work number, so you can continue to leave voicemails for Izzy. He promises that no one will be listening, ensuring a private space for her grief. He suggests meeting at Jose's for New Year's Eve, humorously proposing to smash a taco instead of a midnight kiss. Wes's family stages an intervention, forcing him to get ready for a New Year's party instead of wallowing alone. Wes declares the old Wes can't come to the phone right now, because he's dead, signifying his transformation. His cousin reminds him that life rigs things in our favor sometimes, encouraging him to pursue Jill. Inspired by a final, encouraging voicemail from Izzy to Jill, Wes races to Jose's on New Year's Eve. He finds Jill and pours out his heart, confessing, "I love you," in a very uncool, desperate, all-consuming kind of way. He admits he doesn't have the tools for it, but that Jill makes him feel brave, concluding, "I sure as hell need you." Jill, touched by his honesty, smiles and says, "I feel like Meg Ryan, accepting his love." Later, Wes leaves a voicemail for Izzy, asking for her blessing to move in with Jill, promising to cherish her sister. Jill also leaves a final voicemail for Izzy, telling her, "This is my last voicemail, and not to worry about her." She tells Izzy about this Wes kid, admitting he's a bird like us, but a magic, the gathering nerd, who makes her feel safe. As Jill is leaving the voicemail, Robin's "Dancing on My Own" plays, a sign from Izzy, confirming Wes is the one. Jill, full of love and hope, says her final goodbye to Izzy, marking a new beginning for herself and Wes, forever connected by the echoes of a lost voice. And that, cinematic adventurers, is the full, heartwarming, and heart-wrenching recap of Dancing on My Own. What did you think of Jill's journey and Wes's incredible dedication? Let me know your thoughts and favorite moments in the comments below. If you loved this deep dive, please give this video a huge thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie explanations and recaps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.